So in today's video, I'm going to talk about JavaScript classes. As you can see here, my goal is to basically create everything you're looking at. So I'm going to start with the first class, the parent class, which I'm going to call person class. And then I'm going to give person class some variables. GPA, subjects it's going to be an array, a name. So those are the three variables. And then inside person class, I'm going to give it some methods. For example, set name, set the GPA, set the subject, then get the name, get the GPA, and get the subject. Now, in addition to that, I'm going to show a little inheritance. I'm going to create an inheritance class. No, I'm going to create another class called summary that inherits the properties of person's class. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then that class summary is going to have its own method called getSummary, which would have access, which is going to use basically the methods. This arrow should be pointing here, by the way, should be pointing to the methods, which would have access to the methods get name, get GPA, and get subject. So I know it might sound confusing at first, but honestly, this is a very simple code. And I'm going to try to see if I can do it in one video. If not, I'll make it in two videos, part 1 and part 2. Hope you enjoy this. And be sure to leave a feedback. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so let's begin. So, I'm using Visual Studio, like I always do in all my videos. Let's see. Let me get my mouse. Alright, so the first class I want to make is person class. So let me just create that file. I'm using my terminal. Make it a little bigger for you guys so you can see. There we go. Clear the screen. So touch person class. I'll call it person class .js. Capitalize person class because it is a class. Person class .js. Beautiful. Alright, so I made that. Open it up. So I also said I'm going to make an inheritance class called summary, correct? Okay, so let's make that now. Touch summary.js. Okay, we've made that. Beautiful. Okay, so now let's code. Let's start coding the person class. Again, when you're creating class, it's very simple. It's like C++, honestly. Class, person class. That's it. That's literally, you can put that there, it's fine. That's literally the structure, the first structure of the backbone of making a class. And we also said we are going to create a summary class that inherits the property of person class. But before we can inherit person class, we need to export it so we can have access to it, by the way. So we're going to say we're using the common JavaScript module system, not the ES 2015 or AMD, where you use import and export. Here we use module.exports equals person class, and then so we exporting person class, and then in summary we're gonna bring it in. Not using imports, that's ES 2015 or AMD. We're using the common JavaScript, so it's gonna be const. I'm gonna say person class again, it doesn't matter. Require same file. Beautiful. Okay, so we have that. Now let's define the summary class. It's going to inherit the properties of the person class. So class summary, and then extends. We use the keyword extends person class. So it's going to extend person class. That's how it inherits the property, by the way. Okay. This is beautiful. Now to have access to the properties. So my goal is this. Now that we have made the summary class, I want this summary class to have access to get name, get GPA, get subject, and all these methods that person class has. That's my goal. These arrows are misleading. Let me remove these. These arrows here, they don't have access to the variables. Those are private. They have access to this. All the methods. So you know what? I can just do this. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. They have access to all the methods. So to give summary that access, we need to create what you call a pointer, basically, that points to it, that points to this, that points to person class. So what I'm going to do is this, a reference. It really doesn't matter. Const. I'm going to call it an object. Object 1. New person class. Beautiful. Now, so this object is what's going to give me access to all the methods person class has. It's this object that's going to give me that access. Alright, this is good. This is looking good. Now, I left it empty intentionally. The reason why I left it empty intentionally is because person class does not have a constructor. Now, a constructor is the first thing that is called when the compiler starts to run the code. So in this case, we have to create the constructor. Now, the variables that I want are GPA, subjects, and name. So the constructor can accept them. GPA, subjects, and name. Now, to set the variables, I'm going to say this dot GPA, meaning this GPA that's coming in, this GPA equals this one above here. This, so the GPA within person class. Now this dot subjects equals subjects. This dot name equals name. This is done. This is beautiful. Now there's also one more thing I want to show you. Let us make GPA, give it a default value, just in case you don't set it to anything. This is how you set default values. You see that? I just set a default. I'm going to set a default value for the subjects as well. That's my default. I'm going to set a default value for the name. You don't have to do this, by the way. I'm just doing it just in case we do not pass in any parameters to it. Then by default, GPA will be 0. Subjects will be an empty array, and name will be a string rather than undefined. Well, it is defined actually, but this is me defining it here. So we've created the variables. This is beautiful. This is good. Oh, what should I do here? Alright, so the next thing I want to do is this. I want to make all these methods, the set and the get. That's my goal. So let us make these. Alright, so let's make the set name, set GPA, and set subject. So set name, and then it takes in name, obviously. What does it do? It simply say this dot name. Notice this light it's not bolded yet. Reason because I'm not accessing it yet. What I'm really accessing is this name over here, this variable called name. That's what I'm accessing. So I'm saying this dot name equals name. Then I'm gonna then that's it. Then I'm gonna set the GPA. Set GPA. Take the GPA. This dot GPA equals GPA. That's it. Then set subjects. Again, I'm going to say this dot subjects equals subjects. That's it. So we're done with that. Now I want to make the get name, get GPA, get subject. So to get the name, we're going to put it right under get name. It doesn't take anything, just returns the name. This dot names, get GPA as well, get GPA. Again, all it does is return the GPA. Next, we can, you know, we can make this a little fancy. We can say minus, no, actually, no, it's fine. No fanciness. Subjects, get the subjects, returns this dot subjects. That's it. So we've made all the methods. Let me make this smaller. We made the name, set name, get name, set GPA, get GPA, set subjects, get subjects. Very simple. We've made all 6 of these methods, and we've made the variables as well. We still have a little more to do. Now I want to like put some stuff in this summary class thing. Alright, so we're done with person class. We have nothing to do with it anymore. It's done. We can use it anywhere because we have exported it out. We can use it anywhere. So I'm going to exit out. Now focus on the summary class. As long as I have access to it, I'm fine. Alright, so summary class. What do I want with summary class? I want to make a method called get summary. Okay, so I'm going to make a method get summary. And what does get summary do? It gets the summary of the informations. Like what? So let's see. Return. What am I returning? I'm going to use the backtick. Why am I using the backtick? Those of you who don't know what backtick is, backtick is different from this. The reason why well, the main reason why I use backtick is because I do not prefer to combine strings with the plus method. So for instance, I'm going a little side note here, forgive me. So if I want to do Kunle and then add it with the variable, let's say const x equals 6. If I want to combine my name with that variable, I have to do plus x, basically. Now with the backtick, I can just do Kunle space this little symbol x, and that's it. And that's why I use it a lot, basically. So that's my goal for using the backtick. Alright, so get summary. So backtick, I'm gonna say, hi, my name is, so let's get the name. How do we get the name? Well, we've already made, I need this back. What is this? Okay, let's delete that. I don't know, that was me. Okay, so we've already made the person class. So we just need the get name method. Oh, I'm forgetting one thing. If I get the name, oh, you know what? Actually, not for, I'm gonna leave it intentionally, just like that, and then we'll see the. It's not the error, but that's the reason why I put the default cases here, and you see why just in a second. All right, so hi, my name is, so object get me the name. You see how I get the compiler knows directly to give me access to all the methods for person class. I want get name. Beautiful. So now this class summary has access to person class methods. Hi, my name is so and so, whatever. I am currently enrolled in these classes. What classes? Let's get them. These classes. Object 1. What are these classes? So get subjects. And then the last one. My current GPA is, let's get them again. Object 1. Get GPA. Okay. One-liner. You can press enter. I just like that, so it's fine. All right, so hi, my name is so and so and so. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I think that's it actually. I want to print it out. So you can now. How do we print it out? So when we want to print it, do we call the person class or do we call summary? Well, that's an easy answer. If we call the person class, we don't have access to summary. Nowhere in person class do you see a pointer or a reference to summary. But if you call the summary, you see that we're requiring the person class, and we have a reference to it with object. So summary is the class that we call. So let's print this out. We say console.log. I'm going to say summary. And then what summary do I want to get? I'm going to say let me see. So I make an error somewhere. Oh yes, I have to make a pointer that also gives me access to summary. Const. Let me just say bio, whatever. Bio equals new summary. Okay, so that gives me this gives me reference to get summary. That's why I made the bio. So bio dot get summary. Done. Now when I call summary, I should see this print out. Let's see. Let us try this out. Make this bigger. Let me clear this. So node summary. Hi, my name is MT. I'm currently enrolled in these classes. MT, my current GPA is 0 dot. Whoa, what happened? My name is MT. What's going on? Now, if you notice that the empty string you see here is a result of, go back to person class, the default values we gave to name. If I put NA here and I put NA here and leave that at 0, watch what's going to happen. Those are the default values that we get. My name is NA, currently enrolled in classes NA, current GPA is, as you can see, current GPA is 0. Reason why is that those are default values. We need to pass in values. There's multiple ways of doing it. We've already created set name, set name, set GPA, and set subjects. We can use those within here to do that, but that's not needed. We have a constructor that has direct access to it. This constructor has direct access to it, so we can just pass it inside person class. So let's go back to this. So check, you know what, let's leave this blank. What if I left all this blank? What's gonna happen? What do you guys think? Let me leave this blank. Hi, my name is undefined, class undefined, GPA is undefined. Beautiful, that's exactly what I expected. Alright, so let's put everything back. Alright, so let's remove this. Let's remove that. Now what I want to do now is this. I'm going to pass in the information here. This is what gives me my pointer to it. So in person class, I'm going to pass in GPA, as GPA is going to be 3. What was my GPA in college? My GPA was 374, I think. 374. I did my undergrad in mathematics and computer science, and I did my master's at NYU in computer science. 374. And person class subjects, it's an array, so we can say math, English, sciences, and then let's pass in name, my name obviously. Beautiful. Now let's see what happens when we run this. Let's clear all of this jargon. Yay! You know what, let's remove this summary thing that I put here. Let's remove this summary here. Let's just print rather than printing this object. Make this smaller so you guys can see. Bio get summary. I'm just gonna print that. I don't like the summary that's showing up. Okay, do it again. Yes, hi, my name is Quinn Wilson and I am currently enrolled in these classes: Math, English, Sciences. Current GPA is 2.74. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we did a lot of things in this video. Created person class, variables, methods, and we created a summary class that inherited person class and basically used all of his stuff. So there's more videos to come that I'll do on classes. It's a fun topic. Please subscribe if you're new. Feedback, comments are well appreciated. Thank you.